Evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woo! Let me just quickly check my settings because I check so many things beforehand just to be sure, but in this case I forgot to check whether or not my OBS is using the right microphone, but it is. I'm just waiting for the room invite to be up. I wasn't sure which match we would start with, but we are starting with 360 versus Jones. So we're going to look at my epic transition. Honestly, I cannot get enough of that. Let's do that again. It's so cool. This is basically like, there are some things in life that will forever give me joy, and this is one of them. So yes, I will probably use that every now and again more. Yeah, basically, we are going to stream the second day of the qualifier for the Blitz Masters Legends 1, I should say, because there's going to be another one later on, I believe. We are following Group 1, second stage. So this is the group that we have, 360 Jones BPS, not to be basically confused with this BPS, because that's the big one. That doesn't mean that this team isn't good, mind you. It's just not the BPS that you're thinking of. And of course we have Storm as well. So I'm especially looking forward to seeing this team in action. Not so much because I know the players, because I know some of them. But it's just really nice to see someone fighting under that clan tag again, because they are fantastic. And back in the day you had a lot of Jones players and they were just such a good team. It's always very fun to watch. So I'm hoping they will live up to the name. So yeah, a bit of house cleaning. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid anyone stream sniping. There's also a giveaway happening if you want to win one of 2 fan containers. Then you need to post your in-game name, server, and exact damage class of the team on the left, which is 360, I know now. We'll do in the second game in this best of 3. We can actually go into the room now. Basically, you will guess the damage that 360 will do in the second game of this matchup. Like I said, it is best of 3. That means that the second match may already be the final game, which is why I've got it set to that. And then for basically the 2 guesses that are closest to the damage that the team does as a whole, that match will get a fan container. So basically I'm passing on all the winners at once for the streams. That means that this stream and tomorrow's stream and Sunday stream will all be passed on at once. So that means that you have to be a little bit patient to get your prizes, but obviously you will get them. Hello everyone in the chat, by the way. Seeing some of my favorite people there. Lots of blue spanners. That doesn't mean that... basically, the way that I divide my spanners is that when I see someone in the chat often and they're active and I trust their judgment and I know that they follow the same kind of behavior rules that I would like to see enforced, then they get a spanner. And obviously right now I've got quite a few moderators, so I'm not adding many more, but that's basically how it works and why my chat is always spanners. Because they just tend to be here. So yeah, like I said, it is the best of 3. We are going to go to Rockfield. I've got a beautiful little video. I love the map videos, honestly. And I love that I've got a laptop that can actually handle them. Rockfield looks like this. In boss mode, some of it is quite cracked. Let's see if we can actually see. Like, there's this antenna thing on one side of the map. And basically, if you graph trap that, it is so broken. It's so mean. Not even that one. I'm not actually sure if you can graviton those. It's not actually showing that side, I think. But you see it there in the distance, that antenna thing, if you trap that, it is so broken, it's so mean. But yeah, we are going to that map. And basically I never make assumption as to what teams may do, because they can do anything, because this is after all a team game. Like, the game itself, of course, is a team game, but in tours they actually work together and they communicate together. So they can put tanks that you wouldn't normally see in that position because they can work there with the support that they've got behind it or elsewhere, just for a different role. So yeah, with 18 seconds left to go, we see 360 ready with an E50M, 2 of them even, 3 AMX54s, an LT, a Chieftain, And on Jones's side, we see 3 AMX 54s, 2 E50Ms, a Hori, and a Rhino. I'm happy to see the Rhino, honestly. This is always the thing, like, tanks that I really adore are generally not tool tanks. But that's because tools and randoms work so differently. But the Rhino Saronte is honestly one of my favorite tanks in the game. I absolutely love it. So let's have a look. So many AMXs this season so far. Which has been quite funny. We saw so many in the arena competition as well. E50Ms heading towards the base C section. We have Raid going into the middle, obviously not saying the rest of his name. He's going towards base A to have a quick peek there. And we have Jones's Evos going quickly into the base to get an early cap on. All the E50Ms have been... Oh, they might be in trouble though. They are cheeky little tanks. But now they're also getting shot from the other side. So basically they have to push hard if they want to win this. They can't really drop down. Chow has dropped down because he kind of has to. Focused fire, not quite there from Jones here. Though I'm gonna call him Vincent. Is the first one to be deleted. Chow is now being pushed. Missy is gone. There goes Chow. Rose, also tour streamer, definitely subs to his channel. Does die here though. Now we're going after Red Wizard. Chapo, not looking too healthy. But Red Wizard goes down first. And it is basically 4 versus 5. Chapo, very unhealthy. Sihi, turning around. Pulling back. Purple in the Rhino. Has quite a bit of HP. He wants to take out Sneer. And he does do that. Making it 5 versus 3. Now they're going after Reaction. Or maybe after Raid. Purple has to be careful though. He doesn't have that much HP left now. He lost quite a bit pushing over. No bases have been kept. I do not know how you pronounce that name. Lika? Probably not. Them steadily losing HP when he really didn't have to. Now Reaction is being forced, but he got shot by 3 guns at once. That was beautiful. So now Player is the last one left. Agassi, if you can tell me how to pronounce that, I would be very much obliged. Them has to be careful. He's suddenly getting farmed, lost a lot of HP. He is still alive, if barely. And now Player not looking too healthy either. Ooh, there goes Raid. And Player is the last one gone, and Jones comfortably take the first game. Cheeky little game there. So forwards by those E50Ms. And I think that in the end cost them because they were... It was tricky though, but Jones carried it beautifully. But the E50Ms on both teams being where they are was a bit tricky. And with that, we need to stop the guessing in about, let's say half a minute or something. Got the message ready to send. Just over a minute left to go, and we see Jones now ready with an LT, 2 AMX 54s, 2 IS4s. There's the third AMX, and of course the Hori again, which worked out quite nicely. Honestly, I've got a fantastic boss mode battle with the Hori that I'm going to show you at some point probably. If we have time, because boss mode games are long. And on 360 side, for the second game, that's also important for the giveaway, we have 3 AMX 54s, 2 AMX 50Bs, an LT and an IS4. Very curious to see how the 50Bs will hold. Because the thing is, if they clip together, they can be very, very deadly. Yeah, no, Agassi just said something about the name that I won't really say on stream. And the reason that I'm not pronouncing it that way is because there's another player on the team in the arena competition of the same group, basically. That was very similar, but with the different spelling. And here we go into the second game in this best of 3. Already potential match point for Jones there. If they win this game, then they are through to the upper bracket. Lovely Radiance camo. I think it is. It has to be. On Rose's tank here. So we have Raid going towards the middle. And Kaio, I should probably say, Kaio. It's going in for the early cap. Honestly, like in randoms, I much prefer this side as well, because you can cap so much better on your own. 360 going for base A though. C has been spotted. I wonder if Xiao is going to be able to decap it. No, he does not, but he does lose a chunk of health for it. A and B have both been capped. Neither are being reset. Basically, there's just not enough time. And that shot by Vincent also not working. Surushka? Okay, Surushka it is. Wet Wizard pulling back, losing a little bit of HP for that, but with 2 bases, 360 has a comfortable lead here. All they need to do is protect the bases and then, of course, protect the tanks. The AMX-50Bs are lying in wait, waiting for anyone to go through the spawns. Chapo waits to be unspotted. This is Xurushka. He has to... Oof, big hits there. This is very tricky though. They are pushing, they're going after Red Wizard. But they're not really pushing. Chapo is not really... I don't know, this seems quite uncoordinated from Jones. With Xurushka actually struggling. AMX-50Bs got their shots in. Reaction is almost gone. But so is Xurushka. I am still struggling with the name though. Rose is reloading, loses HP and gets taken out. And that is, together with Red Wizard, 3 guns gone from 360. Them is not going to be long for this world either. Gets taken out. And we have, of course, Sneer in the middle, together with Player. Chapo is pulling back, wanting to avoid getting hit. Wanting to preserve hit points. And now, basically, he's been lured into crossfire. Look at that. 3 directions. All at once. And it's Sihi that takes him out. But Chao also gets taken out. Chapo is not looking too healthy. But neither is Sneer. But nearing 900 points, they need to get the bases. They need to get the kills. And they need to make sure that they no longer get points. Vincent is a sacrificial lamb. Is going to get shot. Nice shots in the rate there. Purple has to be very careful. Might just take them over. I know that they want to... Oof, Chapo goes down. 985. Ooh, 995. It's not going to be enough. The game is for 360, actually. Well played. Well held. Yeah, I needed to unpin that thing. But there will be other giveaways. So the winning score for this first giveaway is 13,642. Sweet game. Very well played here. We see Jones actually doing more damage, but that's why those early caps made all the difference here. Aw, thank you, being human. That's so sweet. To be fair, I'd love to give people the benefit of the name of the doubt when it comes to names that they choose, but some are just why. Of course, there is a team that is basically like, yeah, I can't really describe it without flagging some words, so to speak, but it's basically the bathwater of a certain woman from adult videos. And we might see them today as well. So now we go to the tiebreaker, which of course, when it's only a best of 3, I always really like. So for the third game on Normandy, we've got 360 taking 3 LTs, 2 Super Conquerors and 2 AMX 54s, versus 2 E50Ms, 2 Super Conquerors and 3 AMX 54s. So LTs versus E50Ms. Lurushka. Yeah, okay. Basically, these are kind of names that I have to check. Also, I know that some names are just like wrong. Like Vincent is obviously not called Vincent, but I am going to call him Vincent because you can't pronounce that differently. It's just a bunch of consonants. That's the word I was looking for. So I may do. I try my best. So let's see. Oh, that camo looks lovely though. On reaction, I mean. I like the glowy camo so much, honestly. So we have the LTs. Probably going to go in for a quick cap, I think. Because that's early point advantage makes all the difference here. Snee already turning around, wants to be ready to run away. Nisi did a quick spot at B. Spotted most of Jones and was just like, I don't want to be here anymore. They've already kept base D. And now they're pulling back. So many AMXs. They are trying to... Oh, cheeky. Surushka actually trying to do that, but... I'm getting shot for it. And also spotted for longer for it. And they are shooting the bush. This is always something that I always love about tour games. So many bush shots. And it's always a good thing to see, because it shows how much you can just read on the map, even if you can't see something. In this case, he was no longer... Now he is, though. He was no longer there. But now he's back again. Tour players like this are very well aware of where people might be. We see lots of tracer shots here, both from spotted people and not spotted people. Raid going towards a different rock. They are also aware of where they can get shot from, depending on which position they're at. That's one of the reasons that I love tour games so much, because you can learn so much from them. Like what C is doing here, he's not going to go for the damage. He's going to, well, he is now, but he is there for the information. Because he's spotting multiple people there. And he's keeping them spotted. And that in turn gives Jones information. Base A has now been spotted. Raid takes a bit more damage. Now we have both Super Conquerors there. They're trying to get Red Wizard, but by doing so, they're letting Rose shoot them. Rose now angling his tank differently to not be able to get shot from base B. Red Wizard gets tracked. That's also something that tour players do a lot. Tracking makes all the difference. Now they're going to go in. You can see it by the movements. Red Wizard goes in. They are shooting Raid over there in the corner. While also going for Rose here. Surushka in trouble. Very low on HP now. Well, not very low, but low enough. And they need some help. Big hits by Vincent there. Chow gets taken out. There goes Rose. Base D is being... Purple gets murdered by the LTs and AMX. C in the middle, not doing too good. He is getting some help, but not in time. Base C got reset there. It is 4v4. But point-wise, 360 has a comfortable lead. And just remember, it's all coming down to the points here. They are going to go murder player because they have to. And they also have to really get the bases, because if they lose on points, they still lose the game and they lose the matchup. And then the last chance is the last chance, basically, for them, which is the tour on Sunday. And they are getting shot by Raid there. We have Nisi over there. I think Vincent is going to... Oof, he does get shot again. He's going to go for the base here, which they kind of need. Them is going to go after Sneer. And he actually missed his shots, which could be costly. But he's also spotted Putin. He's being farmed here, and that's dangerous. He needs at least another reload. That shot by Raid, not penning, might make all the difference. He gets taken out. Chapo has to be careful. Raid now running off. Kind of has to. 3 bases now. Actually, I'm going to go to first person. There we go. Nisi is running off behind them. He's unspotted right now. Jones has 3 bases. They're going to overtake in cap points. But they are low on HP. Raid. Oof, now Nisi has been spotted. And that shot. Ooh, nice bounce there. Chapo might not survive this. But he is being cheeky. Oof, again. No pen for Chapo. And he is trying to get the shots in. He is using the corpse to the best of his abilities. Managing to survive a bit longer, but it's not going to be enough because with 3 bases and 4 tanks against him, none of which are a one-shot, he's not going to be able to take them out in time. He is going to try for the base, but it's not going to be enough. And there we have it. Vincent takes him out, and Jones is through to the upper bracket. Actually, they're not out yet. It's not last chance yet. Because it is double elimination, so they're going through to the lower bracket, I think. Also, by the way, I have no idea if I've got the upper bracket or the lower bracket. Because I'm not sure which team I'm attached to. So just going to have a quick look. They're up against in 5 minutes, so that would mean that we would get the invite already, which means I think that I'm attached to Jones, which would mean that this is our next one. I'm just going to give it a few minutes to make sure that I don't get a room invite, and then I can show you a replay, because I think we've just got time for one. But that also means that I'm going to start the second giveaway. I'm going to assume that we will have Jones. And again, you can go for the fan containers here. And if it's not Jones, then we're going to go with 360. So it's that easy, honestly. Actually, no, I'm going to wait until the game is actually over on stream. Because I don't want to give anything away. And people might automatically assume that Jones is through to the lower bracket. To the upper bracket, I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Also, no. Yeah, if we have 360, we would have a room invite already, because that's what this is for. So we have about 10 minutes, well, 5-ish minutes before we get a room invite. And then we have Jones versus BPS. So I'm going to start a replay. Furious. I don't want. I need a game that is not too long. That's the thing. I think I'm gonna go with this one and just keep an eye on the time. E50M, one of the tanks right now that is basically meta. Not even the Monster Evo camo. Like, honestly. Now, I like that people actually managed to get that for free. It is such a beautiful camo. Yeah, I think right now it's quite clear who's going to win. But like I said, I am going to wait until the actual end of battle happened before I post the giveaway thing. It's the downside of so much delay. Well, the delay makes absolute sense, don't get me wrong. I'm not against delay, I'm just basically... I also feel sorry about having delay because it does make interaction a bit more difficult. There we go. Start guessing now. There you go. And again, this is purely me assuming that I will be streaming Jones, which should be the case, honestly, because we would have had a room invite otherwise. Yeah, the room invite should be up in like 6 minutes, which should be enough to watch this game, even if it goes down to the wire. Let's see. I'm never a fan of camping mats, but sometimes for early information it does work. And we have super heavies that are angled really well. It helps. This is the things I love and hate about Campstilla. Because like I said, Campstilla, for a reason. Monster Evo taking out the Yo. Nice. Ah, yeah. Sometimes I forget that there are servers that do not have the if you're dead you can't chat. Like we do. I'm not sure why he's dropping down, if I'm honest. Oh, he's actually getting out of there. Okay. He's going to help his lonesome teammate on that side, I think, or attempting to. I think attempting to, because he's going to be dead long before he gets there. .34 doing the epic damage guessing. To be honest, there have been matches like on Campstilla where people have nice. This is where the E50M can be so effective. Especially when they just push, they have the long corridor like that. But yeah, Campstilla has had games where teams did very little damage. I've seen a game here where one team did absolutely 0 damage. That wasn't a tour game, mind you. Beautiful. Nice. Oh, that still hurt though. Nice. There's so many tanks. You have to be careful where you go. And he's using the single shotgun. Oof. If he wins this though, that would be insane. No, that didn't bend. Luckily, the 263 could have won his team the game here if he had actually gone after the Foch. But that's not what he's doing. And that allows the Foch to survive for a little bit longer. Oh god. This is full HP. Oh, bless him. They're both a one-shot for him. Well done, Foch. This is quite clever, but I would have stayed with the rocks on this. Oh no, he has a corpse. Corpses are such good pieces of armor, honestly. And the T95 can't really go places that quickly, but knocking down poles can tell them where you are. We don't know which way he's looking at or where he's gone. Oh, he did get spotted there. What is this tricky? Now the force is in position. He's actually driven down. But they need a spot. Where is he at though? There, oh, he's still looking this way. Beautiful. This is beautiful. Nope, denied. You might see that little cupola. Beautiful. Primo? Nice. That teamwork though. That was good teamwork. I love games like that. It's a good break filling game as well. Absolutely brilliant game this. And such good teamwork. I love that. Look at them. Look at the carry they had together. Wow. Fabulous job. Would give reactions if I could. So now we wait for the room invite, which should happen soon, in like a minute. Yeah, in about a minute. We can actually have a look at what the other teams are doing. Goes from here on out, I believe the... Let me check the description. Top 2 advance to the next stage. So basically, whoever wins this game is already set through for tomorrow. We have Immo doing good. Noxu and of course BPS. There we go. Yaya and Scorp in the upper bracket finals. Yuzi and EE. Oh my god! Is this for real? We've got EG back? No. Now that's nostalgia. I'm happy to see them back, honestly. Winch, of course, and Ender, and the actual Sihi. And the name on the map. I'm just gonna call them Hawk, but I know where it's from. The Flex Assist, Asteroid the Star. This is awesome. Killer as well. I don't know. Every single name could be named. Basically, I would love to see name history in game. That would make things so much easier. But it's great to see them back, honestly. Raid in the lower bracket. Some familiar names there as well. Oh my god, EG. And of course, let's not forget Lozy. That's also like super pro team. We've seen them in Summer Tour being fabulous. And there's another BPS. So many BPSs, honestly. I'm not sure. I think that all the teams are in the upper brackets. I think something went wrong there. But yeah, 20 seconds left before we can actually go into the room. I'm happy to see EG back. Like, the thing is that, of course, it's the players and not the name. But in this case, it's both. So it's good to see them on the same. And the same with Jones. I'm just happy to see them back. But yeah, we are now below 3 minutes. We can go into the room. We've got Jones and BPS. Oh, it is a best of 5 now. Okay, so that was basically... It's always every bit of clear. But yeah, we're guessing for the second game in this matchup. But it means that the first team that reaches 3 victories will go to the grand finals for today. And will be set to play tomorrow as well. Let's see, we're going to Fort Despair. I've got a nice little video for that as well. Let's have a look. Fort Despair, not one of my favorite. I actually really like it in low tiers, and I mean talking like tier 3 and tier 6. But above that, I'm not too fond of it. It's not necessarily bad, it's just a bit dull. It's quite small. And you kind of expect it to go one way or the other depending on the tank type that you've got. But depending on what the other team does, you're basically absolutely getting murdered there. It's very dependent on teamwork, and that's I think why I love it in tier 3 and tier 6. Because you're not really dependent on anything there, you just have to farm. 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the first game. I'm looking forward to this. Both teams almost set. We see Jones ready with an LT, 2 Super Conquerors, 3 AMX-54s and a mouse. And on the other side we see 2 AMX-54s, 2 Super Conquerors, 2 IS-4s and perhaps an LT if Bell, which is the only part of the name that I'm going to pronounce, if Bell readies up with that. Yes, thank you. I do need to pin for however short a time it will be. And then we will see. There we go, an LT it is. Now we just have to wait a little bit. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet every now and again. Kind of like, let's say, saving my strength. By the way, I will be streaming tomorrow and Sunday, and then next week I will be streaming Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and I will stream for both Apex server and EU server. On the portal. Those will be, by the way. So here we go. But don't worry, moderators on my stream can always enter giveaways. This is to do with the fact that I've given a lot of people moderator powers just in case, because I don't expect everyone to be there all the time. Bell going towards the middle. Going to have a spot, I think, to see who's there. Whereas Chow is going for a cheeky B camp. Will he get away with that though? Because we have Tom moving in there. I don't think he's going to get away with it. Oh, he gets tracked. He does take a big hit there. But he almost got away with it. And he basically spotted most of the team there. He wants to join Sihi. And look at the HP vanishing from Jones, but BPS so for only taking one shot. But now we have the AMX-54s pushing in the corner, going to make things very difficult for the IS-4s. Pakoputki in danger. Is going to be taken out quite soon. There he goes. Nasty now. The next preferred target for this part of the Joneses team. Bit of wolf packing happening. Turushka getting taken out there. Nasty almost gone. We have Purple in a bit of danger. Chow holding behind the rock. Nasty gets taken out. And the Super Conquerors are now going after Top T. Tom trying to shield his teammate a bit. Purple doing an excellent job holding in the mouse, by the way. Even if he's getting hugged now by Andre. Tom gets taken out. This is basically whatchamacallit. There's a term for this, but basically it's very systematic. Purple. Oh, nice bounce there. Vincent wants to get a shot in as well, and he does. Oh, Purple does die in the end. But Vincent, he has the HP to definitely deal with Andre here. Maybe not. Base A and B are getting capped. He takes another hit. Belle Delphine gets actually ammo racked like for the last bit of HP that they had. That's unfair. But Vincent does take out Andre in the end, and the first game is for Jones. Even though it looked to be going very differently in the beginning, and then Jones just started to wolf back. Beautiful. Very cheeky little game there, but beautifully played. I like it when you have a team and just sort of like syncs up and flows. It's beautiful. Typing in the stop guessing now before I forget. Because of course we're guessing for the second game, even though that won't be the last game yet, but still. There we go. Unpinning it also, so I forget that either. Yeah, sorry Mixo, too late there. 53 seconds left to go. And BPS is now ready with an LT, only one AMX 54, but 3 E50Ms and 2 Super Conquerors. Versus an LT, 2 Mice, 3 AMX 50Bs, and a Chieftain MK6. It depends. If your guess shows up before my message for Agassi, then I can count, because it could be that mine shows earlier for me than it is actually on the stream. So depends on that. If it's after my message, then I'm sorry, it does not count. So it depends on how it looks on Agassi's side. And here we go. Oh, top T using one of my favorite camos there. Sparkling Starlight. Let's see. Bell going into the middle. We have Chow basically doing the same move that Bell did last game. AMX 54s are being spotted. Are already getting shot at. Pakaputki in the corner there. I love being able to fly outside the map, honestly. It makes so much difference. Shot's not quite going in, but the Evo camo looking beautiful. Base C is getting kept. The AMXs are taking refuge behind the rocks. Which is not a bad place to be, honestly. A bit of crossfire happening into Nasty and Papa Koputki. Delphine now arriving at the back. Possibly trying to get to Base C. This should be interesting. He's not quite going into it yet. Chapo is not spotted. Now he is. Big hit into Bell there. Andre now also arriving at the back. And they think they have an easy target on his own. But Andre now also spotted. Oh, cheeky bounce there. And I'm not sure why, but them is actually crossing over. Getting some nice bounces in, but I think that they smell that Nasty is alone now. So he is losing a lot of HP. Actually gets set on fire as well, poor guy. Doesn't want to be there anymore. Oh, gets set on fire again and is murdered. Chapo is being eaten alive. Base C is being contested. They're going in train towards the AMXs, but honestly, they're losing so much HP just getting here. Vincent not getting that shot in. Tom very low on HP. Jeps is going to take out them, but Tom goes down at the same time, and now Vincent is just shooting And again, did he get set on fire, the Super Conqueror? Kind of looked like it for a moment. Jap's almost gone. Gets taken out by purple. And Chao is just KO, I should probably say, honestly. Vincent still alive, if barely. Actually gets the kill still. And we have Andre going in for the ram. Not getting the kill. Who wanted to take out Sihi. Purple moving in to literally block any shots. And again, Bell is the last one left. Facing a whole lot of HP. Chao moving in. And he's not gonna have enough HP for this. And there he goes. And the game is for Jones. I doubt the guess is exact. The game wouldn't be that mean, would it? So the score is 12,688. So I believe you're not going to be close enough to that, because actually there's a few guesses that are really close to that. There's actually someone that guessed 12,655. That is insane. I was just having a quick swan. I'm like, wait, what? And that's actually Jones's damage, 15,176. So it's the other side. I'm so sorry for all the brain nerves, honestly. But still, that makes it not very likely. There's a 15,400 something and a 15,800 somethings, multiple ones. So your guess would have been too high at least to win, even if it did count. So please don't feel bad about that. So in this best of 5, we are now up for match point with Jones. BBS taking a 215B, 3 of them even, 3 AMX54s and an LT. We are going to go to Hannes. I'm going to quickly start the video. And on the other side we see 2 E50Ms, 3 AMX54s, 2 Rinocerontes. So that should be interesting. Hannes is one of those maps that I don't mind playing on it. It's not my favorite tool because it's quite small and so many lines of fire everywhere. This is one of those maps where so many things can happen at once. So I'm not really a fan of it because you can't follow everything. Let's have a look. Rushka. I keep having to pronounce it. I keep seeing it and it's just, yeah, that's it. I will probably need reminders, not because I don't want to pronounce it right, it's more because my brain sucks. Nasty in DLT, going forwards to have a look to see who's there, and he should be spotting those E50s, but he does. And he loses a bit of HP for that. And we have Kaio going straight in for the cap, but losing quite a bit of HP for that. With Pakaputki pushing, as well as the campus there. Look at how aggressive Jones is though. They're just pushing in the middle with 3 AMXs going after Tom. But also so many lines of fire potentially there. Surushka pretty much out in the open. And Jones is just like, yeah, let's just go for it. But they're losing a lot of HP. Accidental armor for Tom, but Tom does still get taken out. Surushka manages to bounce, but then gets murdered. Now they're going to go after Vincent. And it's chaos, honestly. And it almost feels like this was obviously not meant to be the case, because now they've lost 2. And HP wise, BPS has actually got an advantage here. Chapo in danger. Gets pushed quite hard. Japs gets set on fire a little bit there. Gets taken out. They're going to go after top 1. Kaio dropping down to get the shots in. It is 4v4, but top should be taken out, but them gets taken out as well, making it 3v3, and actually still BPS has the HP advantage. We have Nasty coming up behind. Purple going after Andre. They want to take out Sihi. Sihi using the corpse as best he can, but Nasty is there, does take him out, making it 3v2. This boost by Jones did not go as intended, honestly. Nasty is almost gone. And he does not get a shot on Cheeky. Well played here. Kaio in danger, does not get the shots in that he needs. Purple got taken out, and there goes Kaio. And the game is for BPS. And this is kind of like, it smells like a game where one team is just like, we've got the advantage, let's just go. And they do that, but they don't coordinate it. And then this happens. Cheeky little game though. Very well absorbed basically by BPS here. And I think that if the push had been more coordinated and they were more together, as in more Wolfpack-y, so to speak. I like that 34 is just demanding a recount because his damage class of 1 didn't win. So yeah, for the second game on Hallis, we now see Jones ready with 3 E50Ms, 3 AMX 54s and an IS-4. And on BPS's side we see 1 215B, 2 AMX 54s, 2 Kranwagens, a Hori and an LT. I will give the winners in a little bit, by the way. I will have them. Aw, for the first one, I just basically got told for the first giveaway. The third place was literally 1 damage behind second place. That is so sad. But it is what it is. For the first giveaway, the fan containers basically go to Rage 77764 and Helmi Musa. And for the second one, the crates go to Rage 77764 and Broken Guy. So Rage basically is getting 2 fan containers here. And Helmi Musa and Broken Guy both get 1. So congratulations for that. I will start the giveaway for the BP soon. We just need to know who's going to be in there. And also important thing to note is that it will depend on who's in the grand final. So we have a match in between that there are no giveaways for. So let's see. It kind of depends now on... Oh, that is a cool camo. Need to know which team which camo that is. It actually says team on top. That looks wicked. Anyhow, we have Nasty doing a cheeky thing that we've not seen yet. Going for a quick base A cap. And again, it is Jones's matches to lose. AMX 54s in the middle again. And we have the AMX 54s from top with this fantastic camo. Pushing towards base C. First damage has been done. Surushka being quite forward, not sure that that was meant to be the case. He's now pulling back a little bit. At the same time, that's given the Hori and the other AMXs time to push. They want to murder the Kranwagen. That seems to be the goal here. Vincent being very forwards. And again, it is a... I'm not sure. I don't think that this is Jones's map, let's put it that way. Big hit into Japs. Baksurushka goes down first. Vincent is not looking too healthy either. He's now facing 3 people. Chapo is going after Bell. Vincent and Top T both get taken out. There goes Japs. Bell gets taken out next. There was a gun advantage for Jones. Now there's not anymore. Them pulling back a little bit here. Oh, good tracking shot. That is exactly what you need in order to not get murdered. He does do a nice little bounce there. Bakaputki gets taken out. Tom takes out them. And now we have Chapo in danger. Not yet. 3v2. Both farming each other. HP wise, it is quite close though. There's like a shot between them. But the Kranwagen is now on the slow reload. And Andrei gets taken out. Dohori playing quite well here. Pushing exactly where needed. Chapo is still alive. He does not, none, and not anymore. But versus 2, one of them Hori that will have no trouble penning them. But it is actually Kaio that takes him out and Jones that takes the matchup. And this was close though. This was really, really close. Jones was on the brink of losing this. There we go. But they got there in the end. Honestly, I have no idea who is. I'm just going by how to pronounce the names. 677 Tom is Tom. It's in the name. But yeah, now we just have to wait a little bit before the next match comes. To be clear, we are getting the lower bracket finals first. I'm going to wait until we are in the room and everything before I post that. Basically, when you get like the names in teams, I go by how can I pronounce that. Like I say Chow, but it's probably Kaiowski 77k. We have Ksurushka, Vincent. This is obviously not Vincent, but it is Vincent. Leo Messi, them. Akui. Again, I'm pronouncing probably all the names wrong. And I partly blame the players for that because they choose names that are impronounceable. I'm not talking about the Cyrillic names that are translated to Arabian letters, basically. Because that's basically just not me knowing Russian. That's why I take extra care to try and pronounce those. But there are some names where you just have to, as a streamer, you have to kind of guess how you pronounce it. So Vincent is Vincent, even though that's totally not Vincent. So yeah, we are going to see BPS versus 360. I have to say that with the controversy of the... Hi, Bill! With the controversy about some members in there, I do not mind not seeing them today. But we are going to focus on 360 versus BPS. And we are going to go to Ghost Factory, which until recently was one of my least favorite maps to spectate on, because without the mod that I'm using, it is an absolute pain in the behind to spectate. Because every time you were to go into a building and you would hit anything, it would jump you on top of the building. But luckily with the mod that I use, which is the only mod that I use because I'm not meant to use mods as a community contributor. But yeah, I can fly through objects. So I'm really happy with that addition. You know that some of the people that are saying that are literally from that team, right? Wow. Now, how would you pronounce the name then? Tom is Tom. You bunch of trolls, honestly. 1.5 minutes left to go, which is why they're in the chat right now. You hear this in 3 minutes, to be fair. Oh god, someone's lighting fireworks for some stupid reason. Potatoes, honestly. I'm not actually sure if my microphone is picking it up. Doesn't look to be the case, which is good. But yeah, basically someone just lit fireworks outside, which means that my cat and my dog are going to be very, very unhappy. Which pisses me off because this is not the time where you can legally light fireworks like that. Bastards. Yeah, focusing on the games at hand. We have 360 now ready with 3 AMX 54s, 3 AMX 50s, and a Chieftain versus 3 AMX 54s, 2 E50Ms, and 215B and an LT. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of prem time. I've actually gambled away quite some prem time in the Galactic Riches events to get like things like background and everything. Let's see. Here we go. This is also a lovely camo. I need to know the name of the other camo though. Yeah, that we did not need to know that, honestly. I'm not sure if you could read that in the chat, but yeah. So we have both teams focusing on the A side with a little bit towards B and C. Nasty going in for the quick spot, then deciding I do not want to be here anymore. We have Rose pushing into a holding position, expecting people to go to the corner. But look at this. All of them are deciding they don't want to be there. Doors have been broken over here, which they will see, but they won't see the players. Tom now has been spotted. That is Tom, for anyone wondering. Team themselves doesn't seem to know him. And the other doors are not broken yet. I think they are hoping that people will push through that. Red Wizard gets spotted. Japs in the middle there. And now base A is getting capped, but BPS will already have 2 bases here. Raid has gotten a little bit of damage. But overall, there's like a 2k difference. We're going to go through the floor apparently. Base B has still not been capped. This is also the thing, like these AMXs have lines of fire into parts of base B. And we have Kala here, who is there to shoot the rest of base B. So that would be very tricky for them to cap now. And now we have the E50Ms there are basically just, well, not necessarily bait, but they will keep them from pushing further. And that might make it tricky. They are shooting the bush. They know someone is there because that's where they're getting spotted from. But Rose did not take damage from that. And now base B is being capped. Lots of things happening everywhere at once, honestly. We have Tom losing more damage. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I should say, is going after base D, which has basically been abandoned. There's so much happening right now. Drone over here. Oh, Bell gets taken out. Tom not looking too healthy. Sneer has been set on fire. Is steadily losing more HP, but Tom goes down. Nasty has gone down. And so far 360 has all of their guns intact. Top T, now the preferred target on this side, is pulling back to survive a little bit longer. Does get a nice bounce in there. And another shot into Drone. Drone still alive. Top T, not so much. Red Wizard gets taken out. Jap's not looking too healthy, gets taken out as well. This is hard to spectate, honestly. Kala in danger. 360 has a massive gun advantage. Pakaputki. Oof. Gets taken out, there we go. And the game is for 360. Well played there. I'm not sure where that went wrong. I think BBS just got surprised somehow, so to speak. 360 just had their act together really well. Thing to remember, and this is a very short-sightedness that I notice in a lot of people, is that not everyone that has a Cyrillic name is Russian. There are quite a few countries that use that alphabet, so assuming automatically that someone that has a name like that is from there is very short-sighted. So yeah. And again, yeah, that's not a topic for this stream. But if you're going to be that short-sighted, then maybe you shouldn't be on my channel. And I understand that some people are upset, but basically just the whole... You can go into timeout there. 19 seconds left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 5. BPS ready with 2 Rhinocerontes, 2 Super Conquerors, 2 AMX 54s and an LT versus 3 Chiefs in MK6, 2 AMX 54s, an E100 and an E50M. Let's have a look. And I understand frustration. Obviously, I'm on one side of this whole thing as well, but it doesn't mean that some of the assumption that certain people are from certain countries is just not a good one. Base B getting capped. This is also something. I'm not sure if you saw the tracer line. Sneer shot the door. That gives the impression that someone is there even when they're not. And he's doing that again. At the same time, with the time between them, they might know that there's no one there. At the same time, they also can't just go in here and cap without getting spotted, which is another reason why they do that. They're all going in for the D cap. Nasty. Running off. And I think they were hoping to catch anyone. Bell actually got spotted there. So they know who's capping, but that also makes it probable that the rest of the heavies will be around there as well. The Rhinos are turning around now. Rose has gone spotted. BPS using the building, expecting people to push through their spawn. Because now base A has been capped. And Red Wizard seems to be going for a spot there. Shooting at nothing. Using one of my favorite cameras in the game though. Nasty's at the back there to keep an eye on anyone coming that way. And this will be a 360s game to push for. Now we have reaction going for the cap. No one is there to deter him with another beautiful camo. There's a little glowy effect. I love the glowy effect things. I love that. Bell losing a bit of HP. We have the chieftains pushing. Oh, Pakoputki pushing a little bit, but this is also basic. Oh, nice bounce there. This did not quite go as intended. Big hits there into Pakoputki. Base B is being stolen right now. Pakoputki gets taken out. Sneer not looking too healthy either. And now we have Putin raid. I mean, this is what I mean. Bell goes down. Raid running off. Reaction there as well. BPS basically getting cornered a little bit with very high tanks driving there, getting shot from the side. And they need to get the kills in. There goes raid. Reaction is the next one. But at the back there, we see Top T getting pushed. He's not going to survive for long. Kalle actually gets taken out first though. Top T goes down after. And BPS is at a disadvantage here. Japs being focused on Rose. In danger, but Japs goes down first. And basically there's only 2 guns left for BPS. Tom, whoever that is, because his team doesn't know him, in danger here, gets taken out. And now we just have Nasty while we're seeing base D being kept. Nasty doing damage to himself by jumping off ledges. And I think they know that he's going to be here somewhere. They kind of expect him to probably try and cut base A. But honestly, there's no time for that. There's too much points between them. It wouldn't make enough difference. He might go for the kill. He does get the kill there. And then we have Red Wizard. There's just too much points for them. He does get hit there. And there we are at 1k points. While Nasty takes a nasty buff. So with that being done, we're going to guess for the grand finals to win one of 2 November battle passes. Start guessing now. And that will be a best of 5 too, but you're guessing for the second game in that. Well played by both teams here, but honestly, I'm not sure what happened to BPS here. 360 just had very proper reactions here. I think pushing with that high tanks, what happened in the corner with the Chieftains versus the Rinocerontes, that did not work as intended, obviously, for BPS. So, the third game of this best of 5 gives a potential match point for the 360, and then we would have Jones versus 360 in the grand finals today. And both teams would be through. To tomorrow, I mean. In the meantime, I'm getting quite a few tags on Discord. Ah, yay. I just got confirmation that someone that won a prize actually got it on his account now. That is awesome. Always like to get notifications of that. So here we go, we're going to go to Normandy. And with 360 ready with 3 LTs, 2 Super Conquerors and 2 AMX 54s. And on BPS's side, we see 3 AMX 54s, 2 215Bs, a Hori and 1 LT. No, I do not have to say someone's full name if their name is that long. So we have 360s LTs going for the spot and the quick cap. Going for both base A and base E. Whereas Nasty is capping base C for BPS. Reaction does not really want to be there. And you can see that by the way that he drives out of there as soon as he caps it. Player does get spotted, so does Reaction. And BPS is being very aggressive. Bell wanted to go after Player here. But Player is not alone and he's got proper cover here. He might get farmed by Bell and Japs and Pakaputki. But so far, Top T has also lost quite a bit of damage here. Quite a bit of HP. Player gets set on fire. That's obviously not going to help his hit points much. He is almost gone. He does get another shot in, but then he goes down. Smear. Now he is trapped versus 3 tanks. He can't get out of there. He can only lose a whole lot of HP very, very quickly. Nasty arriving as well, and Snee is his second gun gone. The push from BPS is very, very aggressive, but it might actually work. Ibrahimovic in danger here. Might get taken out as well. And he does. There goes Tom, the unknown player. Top T crossing over to go after Red Wizard. Bounces a shot. Is using that fantastic ammo again. I need to know the name of that thing. Bell gets taken out. Wizard goes down. And now it is 6 versus 3. BPS basically being hyper aggressive but getting away with it. Nasty gets taken out. Japs lands a big one into Raid there. Rose goes down. And now we have Color arriving at the back there. Raid goes down. Reaction, the last one alive. He wants to get the kill in. He does not get it. And loses a large chunk of health. And a bit more and gets set on fire and dies. And the game is full BPS. No, thank you, Simon. Massive game by BPS there, but it did work out in the end. And I think that that's actually because of the fact that he had so many light tanks. This was, I think, well played there, because when you are against that many fast pew pew tanks, you have the armor. So if you push the part where the armor is, that leaves you with the gun advantage. And the aggressive push here, actually with taking out Player like that, he couldn't move anywhere. He had cover, but they just pushed. Beautiful. I like games like that, honestly. Yes. Thank you, Mixo. I am a potato. My brain is not working, and I'm glad that you guys are helping me brain. 35 seconds left to go before we go into the second game on Normandy. And we see that 360 is now taking 2 LTs, 3 AMX-54s, a Kranwagen and a 215B versus 3 215Bs and 4 AMX-54s for the second game on Normandy. And I kind of wonder if we're going to see another aggressive push like that. It does seem to be what BPS enjoys doing. But it doesn't always work. And after the first time, to be honest, 360 should be ready for it now. Let's see. There we go. Sneer going towards the middle. Plane rack damage already there, but there comes the plane. Kapoof! Raid crossing over. Not going for the cap, going to go for a cheeky B cap here. Or at least seeing who is there, not getting spotted for it. Now he is. A has been capped, D has been capped. They're not actually touching base C. Which I think is kind of like, yeah, if they do it again, we don't want to get caught there. And now we have BPS. Look at where the tanks are though. They are there positioned so they can be shot from everywhere. Red Wizard. Not actually going for the... he is trying to cap it, but he looks to be more interested in trying to get the shot in. But he does get... Ooh, that got reset. But Raid is now also capping there and actually at an angle where he can't get shot from. So that will give 360 the advantage. At the same time, Pakoputki is being farmed a little bit. You have reaction at the back. Pakoputki getting shot from pretty much everywhere. BPS now going for the push. Knowing that the forces are a bit divided. Rose in danger. Does get the bell out of the way though. Loses a whole chunk of health for it. A reaction is over there still getting shots in as well. So all he has to do is survive as long as he can. And make it as costly as he can. Zlatan and Rose both get taken out. Andrei is now being set upon by the LTs. Japs gets taken out here. And there goes Andrei. And 360 seems to have found their footing again. Reaction. Holding in the middle. Tom. The unknown player. Using the rock quite well, but there's quite a few tanks there. They want to get the light tanks out of the way. But it is 5 versus 3. And Kalle is almost gone. They do take out Raid though. Making it 4. And now 2v... well, 1. Tom, the unknown player, last one alive, takes his head off. And 360 takes the match up. Honestly, I understand wanting to share it, but please wait until the lay is up before you actually give any spoilers. And we go back to 360 versus Jones for the grand finals. Rodo again a cheeky game, but in this case 360 was just letting BPS push. And that made all the difference. Now, the thing I want to note now is that if you... The teams that we're going to see now, which is 360 and Jones, are both through to tomorrow already. The reason that I feel the need to say this specifically is because that also means that the games that you will see might not be as serious as other games. Because yes, obviously people want to win and everything, but because they're already through to the next round, they don't have to show their trump cards, they don't have to play their ace games basically. So I always take matches like this with a grain of salt. Like if some team is hyper aggressive or takes meme lineup, so to speak, it doesn't surprise me. Well, no, it does surprise me, but honestly, that's not like the real Like, if it was a very serious match, obviously they would do something different, is what I mean. Poor Tom. Tom getting all the bullying. But yeah, in a few seconds we can go actually into the room. And we can have fun watching Jones versus 360. Obviously, like, there's a last chance tournament, so the teams that are not through to today can still try for it on Sunday. I'm not sure how it works and who all qualifies for that, if anyone can register or what. But here we are. We are going to go to Oasis Palm, so let's start by looking at the video for that. Oh, there's Tom! Tom has right in the chat. Aww. I feel so sad. It's stuff like this that makes you want to give people a hug, honestly. I'm not actually sure where NG is at, if he still plays tours and all. But yeah, 2 minutes left to go before we see the first game of the Grand Finals. It is again a best of 5. The guessing thingy for the Battle Pass is for the second game in this matchup. So basically also like BPS, if you want to join in, you can. You're allowed to guess too. Let's see. 1.5 minutes left to go. And we see Jones ready in 4 E50Ms, 2 AMX 54s and a Hori. And on the other side we see 3 E50Ms, 3 AMX 54s and an LT. Slight different lineup, but world of difference. Let's see. Days like this, like, there's so much going on right now in real life and everywhere. It's just hard to keep track of everything, which is also why I make all the brain dips that I got. Plus, I also am quite sure that I need to adjust my medication, but I'm gonna get my blood taken tomorrow morning, and then we'll know for sure, and how much and which way I need to adjust it. And then hopefully after a few weeks the brain dips will be less. Because that's partly where they're coming from. 32 seconds left. Both teams already completely ready. This is always the part where I've said this before, but if it was possible for like both teams can say, yeah, we're really ready, to just let people go into battle. So to avoid basically needing to spend a lot of time waiting. And let's see. Here we go. Still want to know the name of the one camo. I should have it in my storage somewhere, I think, unless it's a pro player camo. All the E50Ms heading to the desert, whereas all the E50Ms from 360 are going downtown. Raid going in for the spots. Dust spot all of them. Is then like, I don't want to be here. And all the E50Ms are in the desert. Shots are happening. No damage has been done. Base C is being kept by the Hori. 360 is now capping base A and is pushing quite hard there. Chapo losing a little bit of HP. So does Wizard. Chapo is in danger, has to move away from there. Drops down. Now the E50Ms are in nice positions to basically farm a little bit, but they have to be careful not to get spotted. Chapo getting crossfired there by Raid. And they know that there's someone there. And he is nicely behind the building. He's not at the bush where you would expect him. But he's got a nice line of fire there. Cheeky little shots there. Base B. They're not quite trying to cap it. Wizard goes down. And now Jones is in different positions. Oof, Kaio losing a whole lot of HP there. Vincent also not looking too healthy. Raid finally gets shot there. Base B has been kept in the meantime. And we have Sihi moving in. Let's see. Oh, he shoots the ground. And now we have Slata moving in as well. They are 2 split. Jones. That's just so many low HP tanks. Yes, 360 might have a gun less. Now, not anymore, but HP wise, they're in danger. And he's going to get taken out. There he goes. Sneer goes down as well. Kaio, very low on HP. Rose, not looking too healthy either. Chapo, neither. Sihi has been taken out. Chapo getting hit from everywhere. Max Verstappen is moving in, which sounds really weird when you say it like that. Chapo goes down. Max is the only relatively healthy one left. He does take out Rose. 360 has the base advantage, has the point advantage, has the gun advantage. With only 1 E50M left, and there he goes, Kaio, exactly as they hit 1k points. And 360 has the game. And how? Oh, there are so many good teams in this tour, though. I don't blame people for switching streams just to see how other teams are doing. But yeah, like I said, there's no real pressure on this anymore. Because they are both through to tomorrow. Stop guessing now. I'm just gonna wait a little bit until I post that. I'm happy to see EG back though. Raid as well. Lozy, of course, always a joy. 1 minute left before we go into the second game in this best of 5. We see Jones now ready with 4 E50Ms, 2 AMX54s and a Hori. Versus potentially 3 E50Ms, 3 AMX54s and an LT. No, yeah, there are some things that I would love to comment on what I see in the chat, but it's kind of like to keep the peace. I won't. This is the difficult part of being a streamer, is that you can have very strong opinions on something, but when you're streaming, you're supposed to just focus on the games and commentate on that, and just not yeah, thank you for not needing Subway Surfer style added with the song. God, that made my day, not gonna lie. That's like the best comment ever. Oh my god. To be fair, it's even worse when you realize that I do watch a lot of like little Reddit videos for that, because I find it funny. I like the drama stories there, as long as they're far, far away from my family and my home and everything. Again, all the E50Ms from Jones heading into the desert. And 360 focusing more on the middle. We see AMX54 versus AMX54. Base B getting a cheeky cap. Red Wizard being very, very forwards here. Chapo getting some crossfire. Using the sandbags. Reaction not looking too healthy either. Lost a whole lot of HP. Actually gets taken out so quickly there. GG. RIP AMX 50B. Chapo losing a lot of HP here. Big hits into drone. Sneer. Oof. Ibrahimovic also gets taken out. Now Wizard is getting shot from the other side as well. Kaio gets taken out. Chapo gets taken out. Wizard, not looking too healthy, gets taken out as well. Drone now getting shot at. Sihi is gone. There goes Drone. Sneer. Basically, he's staying nicely behind the buildings. He can't shoot at 3 directions at once. And now we just have Rose in the middle, shooting at Max Verstappen, which, again, names, guys. Honestly, why? Them moving in. It is 4v3, 4. Some of them are quite low on HP. And in the end, Rose turns around to just shoot them then. But now we only have Raid left. So we're going to go to first person view again. I just like doing this. Like, if there's only one survivor, you can just stick with the survivor and it's easier to show what's happening. He's going in straight for the ram. GG. He lost 1 HP for that ram. And now we have the second hug and shot from Vincent, who actually got the kill there. And Jones has the game. Basically, tool meta is so different from the regular meta. It's all about the combination that you can use them in. Also, this means that the winning score is 17,298. Beautiful game there. Yeah, no, I can't accept that. I thought I had switched that off, honestly, for streams, but I have to look at that later. The score is now 1-1. So you have at least 2 more games to go. Tanks get changed in balance also with consumables. Super consumables also make a difference when it comes to how tanks can be used. Of course, also like the sandbags on the AMX 54s. So there's basically there's a lot of factors that get taken into consideration, and people will use different tanks in different positions. We're going to, by the way, to Rockfield again, so let me just start that video. But yeah, tool meta is just very different and it changes every single season. Which honestly I like, because you can see what these tanks can do. Jones now ready with 2 E50Ms, 3 AMX 54s, a Hori and an LT. Whereas 360 is taking 4 AMX 54s, 2 215Bs and 1 E50M. Into the game we go. Video will be done before we actually get into the game, don't worry. There you go. I actually like the AMX 54, I actually have to play it more. And to be fair, I don't pretend to understand all the pro player choices, because it's also not just about what the tank can do, it's also what they can do in the tank. Like, any of these players can do a lot more. Max Verstappen going for the early gap, actually spotting right there. Has to be careful, because he's gonna be in danger. And he takes a hit for it. And Max Verstappen does not want to be there anymore. is going to take another big hit for that. And another. And now he's the potential one-shot, so he has to... And he loses more HP. He's now got 49 HP left. Rip Max. Actually, that was so lucky though. He's now got 20 HP left. A and B are both being taken. Rose is capping base C. Max Verstappen is still alive. Barely. And now we have Sihi holding there. Them pulling back a little bit. I like how Max Verstappen is surviving with 20 HP. GG. See, this is the thing. I keep thinking of another name, which is not the right name. My memory is just so potato, honestly. Red Wizard gets spotted by Chapo and using the bunker. And these two are not really looking to shoot each other, but they're looking for information. And right now Jones's advantage is having two bases. Them now actually going to make it 3 bases, which is forcing 360 to make a move. Red Wizard loses a little bit of HP. Chapo is pulling back. They know that they're gonna push it, so it's all about survival right now. Chapo does lose some HP, but then just drops down. Loses more HP in the process. Zlatan moving for base B. We are at 800 points. He is pushing to get behind the Hori, knowing that there's many tanks behind him. Sihi not looking too healthy, but we are already at 804. Oof. Kaio gets taken out, so does Zlatan. Sihi gets taken out. Max Verstappen is still alive. And he could still go every which way. Max Verstappen. Oh, nice tracking shot there. Max Verstappen, man of the match here, honestly. Actually takes the kill as well. 920 points. Base B is being capped. If they can keep their guns alive long enough. Ooh, and there he goes. Chapo not looking too healthy either. Max Verstappen might be the last one left alive soon. Them holding. Max Verstappen cannot get out of there, possibly. Can he? No, he is getting out of there. Oh my god. We're going to go to first person, because we need to follow Max. There he goes. Now they're going after base C as well, so they can't get any more points. Them losing a lot of HP. This was such a close one though. There goes Max. And now it's just them. Probably DM actually. But them it is. It's a song from the map videos. It's not louder than my voice. I will have to change that later on. Cheeky game here though. They almost had it. Had they survived for longer. And that makes it 1-2 score, meaning that 360 is our full potential match point. Again though, I have to point out both of these teams are through to tomorrow. So there's no real pressure just yet, and losing doesn't really matter at this point. It's basically for the honor of things, I think, and the rewards that you get. Just over a minute left. Also just going to see who the Battle Pass winners are. The Battle Pass winners are Sago Sa and Himpa Michael. Also Sago Sa was only 34 damage away from the actual winning score, so that's epic. You will both get a November Battle Pass. That also means that you will get it like early November. I'm sending all the winners from the streams to Wargaming all at once, so also the fan containers. You have to be a little bit patient for that. But assuming that you entered your name correctly, and I know most of the names that won tonight, that should be fine. 25 seconds left to go before we go into the fourth game of this best of 5. 360 now ready with 2 215Bs, 4 AMX 54s and a Chieftain versus 2 E50Ms, 3 AMX 54s, a Super Conqueror and an LT. And we see another Chieftain rather than a 215B for 360 here. Let's have a look. Into the game we go. I always kind of find these game matches kind of funny because you get really sometimes very aggressive gameplays, but this was looking to be a very serious game just now. Let's see. AMX is turning around. We have Max Verstappen going for the early spotty spot in the bush. Spotting Rose there. Also getting spotted. He's given a lot of information though. And now we have Vincent together with Kaio moving into Cap Base C. I have to say the Monster Evo camo is so cool though. Zlatan shooting Sihi there. Rose not quite going for base B, but base A is now being capped. 360 taking a more forwards position. Being quite aggressive here, of course with potential match point. You know that you're at least a game ahead, so you could afford to be aggressive. Base B now also being capped there by Rose. Of bleeding happening both ways. Zlatan now. Oof. Vincent not landing that shot. Kaio losing a whole lot of HP just crossing over. That was a big risk though. Zlatan in danger. Reaction getting shot at. Vincent goes down. And now we have Sneer also looking in. Zlatan having very little HP left, 68 to be exact. And there he goes, takes his head off. Chappell gets ammo wrecked in the meantime. Rose, very unhealthy, gets taken out as well. Kaio goes down. Still a gun disadvantage for Jones. Them moving in to base B. Definitely in danger there. Reaction. Ooh, and he survives for a split second longer. But the game definitely looks to be for 360. Reaction does not even get a shot back. And now this is where the AMX 54 is just so large a tank, so large a target. 14 HP left, wow. Sneer moving in, not having to be too worried, takes him out. And now we have Max Verstappen and Wizard left. They do take out... Oof. Wizard goes down. Sorry, Max Verstappen goes down, and we are at 995 points, 1k points. And see, he survives with 97 HP, but 360 has the game. Overall, very nice games. 360 and Jones both through to tomorrow, if I remember correctly. I'm just going... Oof, there we go. Just going to... Oh, that's the last chance qualifier. We don't need that. We need this one. Just making sure. Double elimination, second stage. That is double elimination. Top 2 advance to the next stage. So basically, third stage tomorrow. Only the top 1 goes to Blitz Masters Legends Finals, which is what is happening next week. So that means that 360 and Jones are both through. Imo and BZE are through as well. Noxu and BPS. Yaya and Scorp. AE and UZ. EG and Losi. Wakmi and BPS. Res and QQ. Quick and 322. V and S-Will. B-Love, what happened there? I wonder what happened there, because that's an epic game, but they got knocked out like... Yeah, they got knocked out. Appa and Zenith are through, and that's it. 11 groups. So that is what we will see tomorrow here. I will be streaming that as well, so I'm hoping to see you all back for that. Special kudos to Professor for managing my giveaways for you. And for me, of course. And I just want to give extra kudos to 360 Jones and BPS for the fantastic games that we saw tonight. Very lovely to see that. Oh my god, there's a Wild Low Penny in the chat. Hello there. But yeah, it's been really lovely both to see the chat that active, seeing all the jokes and everything. Who is Tom will be a meme? The unknown soldier kind of... Aww. I feel so bad for him though. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I hope you all have a very lovely evening. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining the giveaways and just hopefully enjoying the stream. And I will be back tomorrow and I will see you then. Have a good night. Bye bye.